There are scads of green cars in the world that all of us sports car lovers enjoy, like the Ford Focus RS or the Mazda Miata. Definitely something like the P1, but you know what? I've got a friend with a GT500 and I've got my Z06. Apparently they don't seem to be very green, so let's take a deeper look into what they might be. Welcome to Road Odyssey. Thank you for joining me. And if you like the videos that I provide, please subscribe. And if you're on Rumble, please follow. Remember, I have my Facebook page. You can join me there anytime you wish. I have a life filled with sports cars. Although, like in my GR86, we go hunting for nature. But when it comes to the Z06, I love going out on cruises with my friends. It is so much fun going out, driving the main roads, and just having a great time. But does that mean the Z06 is a green car? Because I like to go and have fun? No, don't think so. I doubt that it would win a green car award. If you want to really fudge the numbers, there are some environmentally friendly cars like the i8, the McLaren P1, the Ford Mustang EcoBoost, Ford Focus RS, and the Miata. All great, and they get pretty good gas mileage and are somewhat eco-friendly, but not the Z06. So the Z06 has the LT6, a beautifully hand-built engine. Gives the car great performance. There has been super high-tech in environmental care. Maybe, perhaps the LT6 uses cylinder deactivation like in the LT2. No. Perhaps the engine is smaller and it uses turbos for economy. No. Environmentally friendly? 670 horsepower. No. 5.5 liter V8, not environmentally friendly. 8,500 RPM, nah. 13.5 inch wide rear tires, not environmentally friendly at all. All pure performance. It's a supercar, not a super care. Oh, will it win a green award? No, never. I went out to greencars.org with the curiosity of just how wonderfully green is the Corvette Z06. Well, here are some screenshots of a lot of the cars that were out there. At the very beginning, the worst cars are like the Bugatti, Ram trucks, Ferraris, Rolls Royces. Yeah, you kind of get the picture. These are not really eco-friendly cars. The Wrangler, you take it out into the fields, pastures, and trails. Not economically friendly. From all these good lines of data, I made my own Excel spreadsheet. At the very top, to gauge all the cars that I chose, I put kind of a best example, 2020 and newer cars. And so their mile per gallon, city over 33, highway over 40, a green score of 35. And a good green score needs to be 35 and better. So these three cars are what my wife and I own. The GR86, the F-Type V6 supercharged, and the Z06. You'll readily notice that in my life and from this choosing of cars, the GR86 is a fantastic car. It's the winner. It could have better gas mileage, but it is a bona fide drift car, sports car. My wife's F-Type, which is a churchgoer, grocery getter car, well, it's second place out of all these cars. Not too bad with a 39 score. Gets decent gas mileage. great car, very much like a older Corvette. Now, next is my Z06. Fortunately, it beats the original Ferrari 458 fairly well. But both of them being pretty big flat plane crank engines that are very racy, yeah, not such a great green score. The Z06 pretty much is down there with the Lamborghinis, mostly the Huracans, and the Ford GT. And I almost forgot to get in here the GT500. So Z06, GT500, GT, Huracans, all very similar. Of course, according to the green score, these are the worst cars. The Z06, the Lamborghinis, GT, GT500, Maserati having the Ferrari engine in it. So the Gran Turismo and the Ferrari 458, pretty bad scores. Now, looking at all these wonderful cars like the Acura NSX, the Ford Mach 1, the Jaguar F-Type V8, McLaren 720S, the Bullet, Challenger, Charger, R8 with V10, 911 GT3, Shelby GT350, Camaro. All of these, when you kind of average all this together, you get city, almost 15 miles to the gallon, highway, almost 22 miles to the gallon on the average. Not too bad. I mean, when you look out and see all the SUVs and pickup trucks in the world, and their green score kind of averages out fairly decent as well. Not a rationalization, just they do kind of okay. Probably not with the way people actually drive these, which is hideous. So the scoring is probably a lot worse than what this average indicates. But then the difference truly between the score of these fun sports cars and supercars compared to what the very best economy and environmental cars can be, they are really, really far off. As far as city and highway mileage is concerned, so they consume a lot of fuel. But their burn off and their green score, in this case, it's only off by less than 1. So really, the green scores, their average, when you're looking at some of these fairly decent upper tier sports cars and supercars, they're not too bad. They do exist. It just happens that in this case, for this video, the Z06, like the Lambo, Ford GT, GT500, etc., not so bueno. Not great on mileage, nor greenliness. So there you go. Conclusion is, we really don't drive these poor environmental cars all that often. We really, really don't. Even though the government, wants you to think terrible things about these cars. These are sports cars. They're not grocery getters or daily drivers or anything like that. So their impact on the environment is going to be cut in half, big time. So you could probably say that these numbers are hugely skewed by the government and environmentalists saying, oh, these cars are terrible for the environment. Well, when you look at them on a piece of paper, they might look that way. But in actuality, probably not so much. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Relax, take it easy, and I will see you later. Bye.